Hello, beautiful soul. It's Natalie Southgate here, creator of Chakra Dance. And today I have a question for you. Just take a moment and go within and ask, how is your heart? Really, how is your heart? Are you feeling a sense of love in your life? Are you feeling peace in your life? Is there kindness that that you demonstrate in your life, that you feel in your life? Or is your heart feeling heavy and hardened? This is something that can happen as we go through life and we have different experiences in different relationships, in different situations, and we get hurt. What we can start to do is start to try and protect our hearts. That's where it's coming from. We try and protect our hearts, but in a way of putting that barrier up, putting that protective box up, or however you want to see it, what we do, we start to actually harden our own hearts. And this is not just something that then we protecting ourselves from other people and what might come at us, but we actually start to have this dynamic within ourselves, and we can find it really quite challenging to then actually find love for ourselves, peace within ourselves, kindness for ourselves. And this really is where the whole love is such a big word, isn't it? It's such a big word. It covers so much. What do they say in Eskimos? There's for the word snow, there's so many words for that one word. And love is very similar. But really, ultimately, when you come to the chakra work, we come back to love of the self. And it really is about learning to love ourselves first before we can go out there and genuinely love others and genuinely give to others. And, some people say, yeah, stand in the mirror, look at yourself and say that you love yourself. And you can do that. But, I think it's actually more simple than that. It's actually about, because that's quite tricky, it can be quite tricky. But actually saying, what's something that I can do for myself today that would be kind to myself? What's something I can do that is gentle today? What would be something that could just bring me a little bit of peace today? That's where it's a really easy place to start, where you can actually have some consistency each morning. What am I grateful for today? These are the kinds of things that start to soften our hearts, to bring that gentleness into our own hearts. And the more we can do that, the more we can actually start to see others for what's going on in their lives. Many people have hardened hearts. Many behaviors that happen in relationships, all kinds of relationships, with your parents, your children, your friends, your spouse, all of these relationships are normally coming from two people who have barriers around their hearts, and all of these things happen. So the more you can work on your heart, the more you'll start to see this in other people. Mother Teresa used to talk about this a lot and talk about how, it's not the diseases that used to kill everyone, the leprosy and the TB and all of these things, that medicine was required for. Many more people now are really dying of a broken heart, dying of a lonely heart. I know she used to say that there are people who are dying for a piece of bread, but there are many, many, many more dying for a piece of love. Okay. And this is really what this heart chakra is about, finding this kindness for yourself, but then looking out to your neighbors, looking out to your family, and saying, who's feeling that sense of being orphaned almost on the inside? Yeah, who's dying a little bit? Who's got poverty on the inside? They might have all the wealth in the world out there, but who's starving on the inside in your life that you can see? And what is something really small? The big grand gestures can be great, But you know what? It's the simple little things. It's saying to your neighbor, hey, how was your day? You know, what's happening in your life? Oh, it's love. That's showing love. So it'll be different for each of us. It really will. And it's an ongoing practice. But just wanted to talk about love today and know that it's something that we can almost bring in as a regular practice, starting with ourselves and then slowly working our way out with these really, really small steps. And over time, what happens is your heart starts to heal. And this is when you can open up to the most exquisite sense of beauty and joy in your life. So that's a little message from me today, to come to your heart, to come back to your heart. Sending much love to you.